Salem Fire Department now has a warning for any families planning to be outside during these hot temperatures.
That's right. They're asking you to be extra cautious so that your day trip doesn't turn out to be dangerous. Our Rachel Ellis is live this morning, and Rachel, we hear that this warning includes those visits to the playground.
Yeah, it does. Good morning to you, Christina and Devontae. Playgrounds just like this one in Haynes Park here in Winston-Salem can get really hot as we continue to see these record high temperatures throughout the summer. And when they get hot, they can cause burns. And the National Program for Playground Safety says the most common places on a playground for a child to be burned are on the slides and turf. And experts say playground materials can reach up to 180 degrees. And the Winston-Salem Fire Department says burns can happen easily, and if your child does get a serious burn or experience a heat-related illness, to call 911.
It can happen pretty quickly if it's not taken care of appropriately. So it's important just to really keep that from happening if possible.
And WSFD says as the summer progresses, they do tend to see a spike in heat-related illnesses. So he said to keep in mind, the department says to keep in mind today and throughout the rest of the summer to stay as cool as possible and remember to drink plenty of water. We're live this morning at Haynes Park. Rachel Ellis, WXII 12 News.
All right, thank you, Rachel. We do have breaking news this morning out of Greensboro. A man is dead after a crash last night. Now, police say that Robert Sick was driving on Alamance Church Road near Bristol Road when he lost control of his car. He then hit a tree. Police now say that he was not wearing a seatbelt at the time and died there at the scene.
At 6:04, we now know an assault in Greensboro is deadly. Officers were called to Tuscaloosa Street around 11:30 Monday night. We're told they found 21-year-old Sherrod Fairby injured in the street. He later died. Police are now investigating his death as a homicide. Officers in Greensboro also investigating a stabbing. Police say they found the victim at the intersection of Douglas Street and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. This was just before 8 o'clock last night. They are expected to recover.
And new this morning, authorities have arrested a man in North Carolina for a shooting in Danville, Virginia. The Danville Police Department says the shooting happened at an apartment building on Piney Forest Road on Sunday. Officers found a 23-year-old man there shot and injured. They later arrested Joshua Singletary in Conover. He's facing multiple charges this morning, and we are told that he will be extradited back to Danville.
Winston-Salem police say a man accused of firing shots at a gas station over the weekend has now turned himself in. Investigators say Kedrick White and another person got into an argument Sunday afternoon at the Rico convenience store on Reedsville Road. Officers say no injuries were reported, but bullets did hit the gas station and a car in the parking lot. Investigators are still looking for others who may be involved.
A man and a woman in Mocksville are charged in connection to a shooting that happened in Burlington. Now, officers arrested Michael Daniels and Samantha Vogel yesterday. They are accused of shooting a man outside of a gas station on Maple Avenue last week. Daniels is charged with attempted first-degree murder. Vogel is now being charged with aid and abet to attempted first-degree murder. And at last check, that victim is still in the hospital.
It is 6:06. The House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol is postponing its public hearing scheduled for today. The next hearing will now take place tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. A member of the panel says the postponement is due to technical issues, saying they need more time to get videos ready. We expect tomorrow's hearing to focus on former President Donald Trump's efforts to pressure then VP Mike Pence to refuse to count all electoral votes. The House has passed a bill to extend security protections to family members of U.S. Supreme Court justices. It actually passed 396 to 27. This comes after the leak of a draft majority opinion indicating the court is positioned to overturn Roe versus Wade. That decision could be handed down as soon as today. And it's been a busy day already in the nation's capital. There's a Federal Reserve meeting happening today that a lot of people are watching very closely. Let's go to Washington this morning, bring in Amy Liu. She joins us live. Amy, good to see you. We may get a word of yet another interest rate hike, and this could be crucial.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Devontae. We all know that inflation is at a 40-year high right now. In order to help stop that, the Fed has been raising interest rates in order to cool down spending. Now, this latest rate hike could be raised 0.75%. That's something we haven't seen since 1994. The Fed has a tough job right now as well, raising those interest rates, making it more expensive to buy things like a home or a car without causing a recession. This is the Fed's third time raising interest rates so far this year.
And Amy, staying there on Capitol Hill, we know that we're getting closer and closer to a Senate-approved bill on gun reform. What's the latest on that?
Right, so Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says he actually supports the framework of this bill. Now, over the weekend, a group of senators finally reached a deal after weeks of debate in the wake of a number of mass shootings. The bill would give gun sellers access to the juvenile criminal records of gun buyers under the age of 21. It would also require gun sellers to become federally licensed and crack down on straw purchasers. Money would also help states with mental health and school security programs and incentivize local red flag laws. McConnell's endorsement is pretty key here, and if it's passed, it would be the first major gun reform bill we've seen in nearly 3 decades. Lawmakers right now are currently writing up the bill. Devontae.
Amy Lou reporting live for us in Washington. Amy, thank you.
Well, starting next week, 2 high schools in Greensboro and High Point will test a pilot program that uses body scanners in the building. Now, these scanners will be installed at High Point Central High School and Smith High School. If this pilot is successful, Guilford County leaders say that they will expand the program to every traditional high school in the district. Those scanners are hands-free and use sensors and artificial intelligence to detect potential threats. Leaders say that the system is more sophisticated than a traditional metal detector and less invasive.
Small businesses impacted by the Weaver fertilizer plant fire can now apply for a grant. The building went up in flames in January. Voluntary evacuations within a 1-mile radius lasted for days, causing some businesses in that area to close. Businesses that had 25 or fewer full-time employees can apply for a grant through Greater Winston-Salem Incorporated, and businesses can get anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 in funding.